Hey guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive717. I am back with another reading tonight, guys. I am here hanging with the saucy beeves while she gives herself a bath. I'll jump right into some divine masculine messages. So I've been really guided to use this particular deck, especially for today. So I'm going to dive right into a really particular message for you guys. Maybe you're already drawn to the title of the reading, but what I do hope is that the cards end up validating your own intuition, okay? I hope that through this reading, it ends up validating things that you're already thinking, okay? You're already feeling, you're already picking up on it. This reading is merely just a confirmation or a validation of that. So let's dive right in. What does your masculine want to communicate to you, Divine Feminine? What does your masculine wish to communicate to you? The universe knows who's tuned into this reading, who's paying attention. What does your masculine want to communicate to you? Okay, so I feel like I'm living in hell now because of how I treated you. Okay, that's the message we have here. Okay, so many of your masculines could feel like they're facing a lot of karma right now. They didn't appreciate the connection when they should have. Maybe they had you in their hands and, you know, what I'm hearing is like as the triggers and the tower moments come up, you were an easy target, Divine Feminine. You were easy to take things out on. You know, oftentimes that comes from, you know, being there, Divine Feminine. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you wanted me to pet you because you were stretching. You're like, I do, just not there, up here. You little cutie, yeah. But yeah, guys, I feel like maybe some of you might have been a big trigger. You know, you saw the worst sides of your divine masculine in this connection. I feel like not being mindful of your feelings, maybe ghosting might have been a big thing. Coming in really hot and heavy, you know, pouring into the connection between you two, and then disappearing, leaving you hanging, you know, choosing other situations and then walking away, but not taking accountability by communicating, you know, how they feel or that they wish to walk away. You know, keeping you around like you're something in their back pocket that they can just pull out whenever they feel like it. That's the vibe that I'm getting that a lot of these masculines are reflecting on, okay? And I feel like everyone's journey is different. You know, many of us come here to get triggered by our counterpart in order to like heal those parts of ourselves that are either always drawing in those types of relationships, or there's something about ourselves that needs changing or shifting, or we need more self-love, we need to draw healthier boundaries, that ends up you know, coming to light. We end up pinpointing those things about ourselves that need healing when our masculines come into our lives. So I feel like there is someone who, you know, the reason they're living in hell because of how they treated you was because I do feel that they were at some point presented with the opportunity to do the right thing, and their ego got the best of them. You might have stroked their ego a lot, Divine Feminine. Like, what I'm picking up on is like your energy kept this divine masculine going. It made their ego feel on top of the world. I'm hearing they were able to feed karmic situations just because of your presence. You know, having someone like you and like their circle, it was a big thing, you know. But you pulled your energy back. You maybe figured out what was going on here, Divine Feminine. Let's get the feminine's energy first, and then we'll find out what the masculines are up to. Okay? We have the Three of Cups. The feminine celebrating, because I feel like you guys put two and two together. You're celebrating your High Priestess energy here, okay? News worth celebrating. Announcements such as weddings, graduations, or births, and friends you can cherish. Okay, many of you are choosing to walk off in a direction where you create the happiness that you desire for yourself instead of staying stagnant and stuck. And now maybe your divine masculine is witnessing you do some type of, I don't know, it's either like a glow up, or you're unbothered, you're unfazed, you're out there celebrating, you're having a good time with your family and friends. Many of you are maybe attending weddings, you're all dressed up, you're dolled up, you're just busy, and it doesn't seem like you're in a space of mourning any loss of a connection with your divine masculines. And I feel like they're the ones who are feeling sucker punched in the face. You know, they might have fumbled this connection really badly, and it's almost like it's embarrassing in front of other people who are maybe asking about you, divine feminine. It's like, hey, what about the divine feminine? Where's she at? And it's like your masculines are embarrassed to say that, like, they pushed you away, or they might have, like, done something immature to make you maybe ghost them, to maybe make you not respond to them coming back after ghosting. And that might be shocking a lot of your masculines. Let's get their energy. They might have ghosted you and then decided to go strolling back in there, and then you completely disappeared off the scene or cut them off. Okay, and they're feeling embarrassed because of it. Yeah, like, I feel like I'm living in hell. You might be out meeting other people too, divine feminine. Okay, because yeah, the Three of Cups is about celebration. It's about, like, when it says friends you can cherish, I feel like maybe for some of you the universe has seen what's happening, you know, like outside of everything, and they may be sending you some great friends that you're maybe spending time with right now. And you may not be posting things on social media, but I feel like other people are, and that's how your divine masculines are seeing you having a good time. It's not because you're putting yourself out there, it's because other people are taking photos and capturing you in the background, or whatever the case is. And that's how these divine masculines are finding out. What's their energy like? Okay, we have the Prince of Autumn. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles in this deck. Traditionally, it's the Prince of Autumn, but it's the Knight of Pentacles. Dependable, protective, chivalrous, humorous. Okay, so cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail, kindness to others. That the card actually says kindness to others. Okay, so you're putting your masculine in a place of reflection right now. That's why they're feeling like they should have treated you better. And now if they want to take any action towards you, it's going to have to come in this energy that's like very chivalrous and, protective at times, dependable, someone trustworthy, someone you can depend on. And that's why it says cautious but wise action. It's like tread very carefully at this time, divine masculine, because I do feel that maybe this is a divine feminine who you may have a hard time connecting to or getting through to. You're going to have to put in some extra efforts. I'm sensing that make the effort card in the Romance Angel Oracle. Let's get some energy on that. I feel like this masculine's going to need some luck. Oh, I won't take those guys just because I feel like that's old energy from the deck. I literally just picked it up. But those cards definitely flew out like they were eager to give us some answers. But let's go ahead and get some motivation here for this Knight of Pentacles, because like this is not like this happens on the twin flame journey. It's like this cycle, and it's all about, I feel, learning between these two who this reading connects with. Because of this, it's teaching you how to do this a lot better, divine feminine, and even open up your heart and realize that you deserve better. You deserve to have the things that you want, and I feel like this divine feminine, like, you're growing in terms of, like, maybe there was a big part of you that just wanted this masculine and only this masculine, and you were very attached to everything about them, their energy, the fact that they're your twin flame, or they could be your divine masculine, the way they looked. But many of you are detaching from these things because it is exactly what it is. Attachment. So the best way for you to stop feeling the emotions as heavily as you do is to slowly start detaching, opening up your heart to receive. Because oftentimes what happens is, when we attach ourselves to one particular person, we're not healing that attachment wound that we may have that stems really deep and it goes far back. Instead, we're not able to open up and trust. It's like, we feel the love there, and it's like we just want the approval and the validation of this one particular person. I feel like the universe is saying, open up your heart to receive here. And in turn, what I feel like it's doing is it's also helping this divine masculine to open up their heart as well. It's like they want to be what it is you want. They feel like they messed up here. They dropped the ball. They let their ego get the best of them because, again, they might have been feeling like on top of the world when someone like you looked in their direction and you were giving them the time of day. A lot of these masculines, they fumble the connection with you because, it's like you get into this energy of feeling like, okay, you're the shit. It's like you want, like, what's more important to you is showing off a certain image in society than being authentic and truthful. I feel like that's what got the best of this divine masculine, and they've been humbled with this Pentacles energy here. Okay, so let's get some motivation from the divine for the divine masculine. Sorry, like, first, if divine masculines are tuned into this reading, okay, let's see what fell here. But I was going to ask, like, what's in your feminine's heart space? Okay, so we have children here. Your love life is being affected by children. 3-2 for me is a number of fertility because it takes 2 to make that third energy. So at this time, this divine feminine could be putting in a lot of focus into being a mother. It could be why this divine masculine is realizing that they need to come as someone who is dependable and protective. This could be why a lot of your masculines may be living in hell as well, because, and I don't know why, but it's like, I'm just going to say, like, it's a really specific message for those of you who have children. I feel like if many of your masculines were very careless with your heart, or, and I'm not saying I blame the divine masculines 100%, because a lot of the times we as feminines have to learn, right? Like, if someone falters with your heart once, twice, like, sometimes you have to say, like, I have to take responsibility here and stop you from doing this. For this particular group of divine feminines, like, I'm feeling like if your masculine ever contributed to you feeling like stressed out or not being able to keep a clear head when it comes to, like, your personal life, and if they've ever affected you in that way, like, they're living in hell because of it. Like, they're thinking about all of these things that are coming up to the surface, and I feel like that's why it says cautious but wise action. Like, this is a strong message for many of you who have children and you're wondering how on earth your divine masculine is ever going to mature, or why would they be your counterpart or your twin, regardless of, union. I feel like the deeper lesson here is learning that you have to be cautious with other people and their heart and their lives. And I feel like your masculine's opening up their heart and realizing that, like, how could I have done that? Like, how could I have been so selfish? This is a divine feminine who has an important job to do, and it's like, here I am, like, sorry for, I keep clearing my throat, guys. I am coming down with a bit of a cold. But what I was gonna say, and I hate to curse, but it's like, how could I fuck this up? Or how could I not see that? Okay, so that's part of this divine masculine's growth. Okay, so they may be silent with you guys right now because, again, I am getting this energy of embarrassment too. Okay, let's get the masculine's energy on this. What do the romance angels want you to know about moving forward and just doing the healing work, regardless of union? Okay, so we are getting express your love. So I feel like that's coming from this Knight of Pentacles energy here, because it does talk about kindness to others. And, like, for me, express your love is just doing the right thing, like following your heart and knowing that if it's one thing that's going to end up bringing healing to the situation, it's usually expressing your love or expressing your truth. So some of you might find that your divine masculine may want to come forward, or just even in telepathy, straight up, guys. Like, there is this sense of, like, regret and, like, guilt. Many of you will get flashes of or random thoughts and like, from your divine masculine, or, like, all of a sudden you'll receive, like, instant clarity while you're, like, in the middle of doing housework or whatever. Pay attention to stuff like that, especially after you listen to this reading, or if it resonates with you. Pay attention to stuff like that, because they're going to start expressing their love. It says go ahead and make the romantic gesture. I feel like that romantic gesture is showing up as very grounded in your life versus like very wild and chaotic and all over the place, especially if you guys have kids and stuff and you have big responsibilities, right? This divine masculine's feeling a little bit embarrassed that they maybe didn't take all of those things into account the way that they should have. So they're no longer going to be showing up as like this immature page energy. We have this, very grounded knight that's wanting to come forward and take action a little bit more cautiously and carefully this time around. Okay, you mean something to this masculine, divine feminine. All right, I love you guys. Take it easy, and me and this relaxed, saucy sausage beaver over here. You look like a little wiener over the fire, huh? Just ready to eat, huh? Or in my case, a nice little veggie sausage, huh? Would you roast you? Roast you over the fire for like 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes, and then I would put a bun over you, and then I would eat you. Would that be okay? Just to barbecue you and put you between a bun? How would you feel about that? Huh? Alright, guys. Me and this sassy, saucy beeves will catch you guys later, alright? Love you guys. Bye.